Hey everybody, welcome to this demonstration video which is going to cover some of the storefront capability of the Evolution e-commerce platform. Always a good place to start on any demo is the look and feel of the product and some of the options available to the dealer. There's really two options. Option number one is where we operate a template based system, and within each template there's a whole bunch of customization that you as the dealer can make. So there are something like 8 to 10 different templates on the back end of the software. It's very easy to move between templates using the admin screen, and within each template the things that are customizable would be obviously things like the logo, the color scheme, the welcome message, all the banner content on the template. So we have the ability to have banners in the left column of the home page, the central column, and the right column. Banner management goes deeper than that. So we have the ability to have banners on category landing pages. So as the customer drills down through the site and they get to copy a paper, for example, then you can show them a banner that's specific to that category of items. And then the last one as it relates to banner content would be linking banners to keyword search results. So for example, if we do a search for a purifier, system's going to bring back the normal results for that type of search, which is these products here, but it's going to push some banner content that you've predefined in the search results as well. Let me just show you an example of a category specific banner. So if we go to office machines and shredders, we're going to get a whole bunch of shredders come back. However, we've got this nice category specific banner that if we click on will take us to a custom landing page promoting some unique content that was relevant to the promotion being offered. So on the merchandising and marketing front, between homepage banners, category specific banners, and banners linked to keyword searches, there are literally thousands of opportunity to do merchandising and marketing across the platform. Now, if the template system seems like it could be too restrictive for you, then there are other options available to you, and we call that our homepage custom design option. It's basically facilitated through our designers pack, and the designers pack allows you to work with an ecosystem of designers who have proven that they can develop custom themes for an Evolution store. Using that pack, they'll come up with the perfect look and feel for you, send us the pack back, which we'll then overlay onto your site as a custom theme. If you want to see examples of guys who've used the designers pack, then I can show you for example Carlisle Business Supplies. So they've gone for the nice drop down menus, the big theatre banner with many different transition effects. Beyond that, some of the internal pages, content pages that these guys have done have been highly customized. So if we click on Deals of the Week, then again this is an example of how you can take standard content pages and have them very professionally designed. Other themes that would be worth looking at would be guys like Office Thingy. So these guys had the concept of the Office Thingy, which is this red fur ball here, and they wanted to put a whole look and feel surrounding this character. So they were able to achieve that using the custom design pack. The last one that I'm going to show you here is another one of our customers, which is these guys here, One-to-One Office Supplies. They've gone for more of a corporate look and feel. Again, very nice theatre banner, really brings the page to life, and some really nice drop down menus and effects. So on the look and feel side, you can pretty much have anything you want. Template system is sometimes a good place to start, and then you can plug in a custom design later, but either way it's going to work just fine. So that's design. Next up I want to have a quick chat about data, because that's very important. So it's really important to understand that the store comes preloaded with our Fusion Plus enhanced web content. Now, what that means is that all these standard data that we get from the wholesaler, so Vow, Spicers, all the dealer groups, Integra, Office Friendly, Superstat, etc., then that data is able to be applied to the store with just a few clicks, because we are managing and maintaining that data on a quarterly basis, and with most of those catalogs moving to monthly updates down the line. So that's great. You don't have to do anything to make that happen. It just happens in the background and you don't feel that. Now, beyond the managed content that we're going to take care of, you're free to go ahead and dump in anything you want on top. So if you've got unique products that aren't covered within our managed content set, then you can very easily add those products through the back end of the software. And there's no upper limit to that. You could literally have a store with 100,000 SKUs and that would work just fine. Now, the concept of Fusion Plus is to take the standard content we get from wholesalers and dealer groups and augment that with what we call rich content. So to show you an example of this, let me bring up a Fellows product. So if I do a search for a shredder, click on this guy here. So the standard stuff we get from the wholesaler is description, image, maybe some extended text, unit of measure, and a few other things. But you can see this product's got so much more. So we've got multiple high-res images available for this item. We have alternative products, associated items. We've got a very detailed, extended description. We've got some nice attribute-driven bullets, so the customer can quickly identify the key selling features of this product. Coming down a little bit further, you've got documentation as it relates to this product. So we have got an information sell sheet and a manual, and then a whole bunch of attributes that are assigned to this item. Now, attributes are really important because we can actually use them in the navigation, and I'll show you an example of that in just a second. If you come down a little bit further, this item actually has a couple of videos associated with it. And across the whole range of products, something like 87,000 unique SKUs. There's probably over 2,000 videos now that we've managed to collate and add to the product information. So Fusion Plus web enhanced content really enhances the experience and brings the products to life on the page and makes them truly web friendly. Now, just following back on the attributes topic there, I want to show you how attributes can be used to make things nice and easy to find for the customers. So I'm going to go back to the home page, and from the main navigation here, select pens, pencils and writing supplies, and then ballpoint pens, and okay, I'm going to get a whole bunch of ballpoint pens. Now that's cool because it's what we asked the system to do, but giving me, 100 pages of pens isn't very useful to me as the customer. So what I can do at this stage is use these attributes to start slicing and dicing that content and really zero in on the products that I'm interested in. So from here, I'm going to say I'm looking for a pen that's got a fine point, and that filters the result again. I'm also looking for a pen that is red, it's got an ink color of red. And finally, I know specifically that it needs to be Q-Connect branded. So with 3 clicks, we've gone from literally dozens of pages of products down to one item. That's the power of attributes, and we have those attributes across all of the managed products within the store. You're also able to add those attributes to your own items that you add to the store. There's established routines and imports that support all of those features. For the next part of the demo to make sense, I need to go ahead and log in as a customer. So let me just go ahead and find a login and very quickly log into the back end of the product. There is an accompanying admin screen video which you should check out after this, which covers this in much more detail. But I'm just in here right now trying to find a login for the storefront. So if I click on this guy here, and then we can go ahead and log in under his user profile. That's going to take you to the customer's My Account screen. Now it's really important, guys, to understand that Evolution is quite unique in its ability to do both B2B and B2C, and do both of those things really well on the same web store. Now what I mean by that is a B2C guy, we think about that guy as the guy who found you on the internet, clicked through to the website, adds 60 quid's worth of product to the shopping cart, registers themselves, and then checks out using their credit card. And that's cool. If you're that type of customer, they will get a nice consumer experience. The whole thing's going to feel good. However, there's a different type of customer, and to be frank, one that we're much more familiar with, and that would be the B2B customer. So we think about that person as the senior purchasing agent, the financial director of a big company, who might be responsible for buying, I don't know, £100,000 worth of office products every year. Now, of course, that guy's got a completely different requirement. So, for example, they may need the ability to have customer-specific pricing and contract lists. They might want to set up order pads or requisition pads. They may want to have additional user logins within the company. So they could be a large organization with multiple ordering points, and all of those features are baked into the software. They might want to set up some budget controls, so they could tell the system that for this user here, then I need to make sure that when this guy orders products, he can't order more than £50 on any one order, or £2,000 a month, and if he goes over that, send the orders to the financial director for authorization. They may want to manage complex procurement scenarios using cost centers and departments. They might want to run reports on the spend, and of course they have that access, providing they're the administrator for the account. View all orders they've placed in the past, save shopping carts, recover shopping carts, have multiple shopping carts running simultaneously, and then maybe do other things like manage their ink and toner finder data, and also extend that functionality by leveraging the My Printers capability. My Printers works exactly like the ink and toner finder, it just adds an extra step. So they can say, I've got an Epson, it's an inkjet, it's a Stylus C62, however in here we call it Steve's printer or the office printer. So it allows them to label that machine something that makes sense to them, and then all the customer has to do is click through on the label to load the consumables for that machine. Guys, the last thing I want to talk about here, and again something that's very important in e-commerce, is search. Something we've worked really, really hard on, and you should definitely compare our search capability to your own. Search is pretty difficult in office products, largely because of the huge number of SKUs in the industry, and in some cases the special characters that you'll find within search terms. Good examples would be tip-ex, can be very problematic for search tools. So we've spent a lot of time developing search, and we think we've got one of the most robust, fastest and most accurate search tools in the industry. So on standard searches like Red Pen, and this is actually showcasing a great example of where you can bring back a banner as it links to a search keyword. Then I'm going to get some very accurate results for that type of search. I can then filter on a specific category, and then within that category I can start drilling down on the colour, on the brand, and a whole bunch of other criteria. Copy of paper, of course, a very popular search within the industry. It's important to get good results back for these types of searches. HP45, so being able to pick up all the cartridge numbers and the way that people refer to these things and make that work inside of search. And then even things that are very complicated to do, like partial search results. So for example, if I search for a 6656, you and I both know that what we're really looking for here is a number 56 HP cartridge. Now the good news is the search tool also knows that as well. So if I go ahead and search, boom, I'm going to get back number 56s, and not just the originals but any compatibles that are available. as well. So we feel that between content, search, merchandising, Evolution is a great tool to secure your existing customer base online, but it also has a fantastic feature set on the sales and marketing side that can help you find that next new customer. So that's a very brief look at the front end, guys. Don't forget to check out the accompanying admin screen video to look at the back end capability associated with the product. Thank you for watching.